See what happens from there. 1984 Merkur. It's a Ford, believe it or not. But it's a weird Ford. We have interior lights. Yeah, that's supposed to be a little harder to take off than that, but somebody's been in it. Fuel pump activating. Oh, that's interesting. It's not clicking off though. See if we built any fuel pressure. I wonder where the regulator is on this thing. Fuel injected. And that might have been the radio. Think of it. I didn't check that. One time I was messing with one of these and I thought it was the fuel pump, but it was actually the radio. There's the Schrader valve. This is a 2.3, better known as the Ford guys, the Pinto engine. Overhead cam. It's a turbo version. It's a hot air turbo, not a intercooled turbo. Make sure that was the radio before we go any further. No, it's not the radio. It can't be the radio. Doesn't have one. That's definitely the fuel pump. Alright, so we have fuel pump activating. Can't get my big chunky fingers down in there on that. Can't get my big chunky fingers down in there. The fuel tank doesn't smell that bad. It doesn't smell as bad as some of them can from sitting. Alright, there's no fuel pressure. But if there's no fuel in it, it'll give you that indication. See if I can't get this fuel line. Off without. Breaking the stop. I got more though, so it's not that big a deal. These things came off too easy. Somebody's been in this thing. That's dry as a popcorn fart. All right. Fuel pump is definitely going on. There's nothing in the tank. It must be bone dry. Sticks the hot head enough. I'm gonna get the air compressor running. I'm gonna try and experiment with some air. I'm gonna turn this off. Here's your Schrader valve. Here's the line coming up. I haven't vacuumed the whole car. I did vacuum the driver's seat. See, no radio, so that ain't the radio. It's definitely the fuel pump. But I think the tank is empty. Man, looks like the tank in a Fox body. Huh. And just like the Americans, even though this thing says it was made in Germany, just like the Americans, no drain plug on the gas tank. See? Made in Germany. Somebody's been here before. They pulled the ignition signal wire off. They were probably trying to get it to use a jump switch. That's probably what they were. Somebody's been in this thing. Because that was loose. I didn't have to loosen that signal. Sounds like no spark. Should have gotten something. Yeah, we got spark. Wicked exhaust leak. Good to go. Now I need to get permanent fuel to it and she'll run like a champ. Well, hello again. She has two fuel pumps on this Merkur XR4 Ti. There's two fuel pumps. It has this one, which is a Bosch product, and this is the high pressure pump. It's on the side of the frame rail. This is the pump that's running. This one down here is the one that's not. I already got it loosened up. Sometimes that makes me cuss. And we don't need a lot of bleeps. This thing is weird. It's got the strangest, hope y'all can see this, the camera is picking it up. It's got the weirdest sock I've ever seen it. Naturally, it's about as useful as tits on a boar. But we have to see if we can find this. Part of me is scared because it is made in Germany. And you can ask Josh about the... You can ask Josh, let me see if... It's a pretty strange looking fellow. You can ask Josh about the trials and tribulations of a Porsche 944 fuel pump. And what we went through on that one. Still haven't got that car running yet. It has an alarm system on it, but we'll get to that in another video. So we gotta see if we can find this. It's a Ford, so hopefully they'll have one local, or at least an access to one. They won't say, we need to contact the factory and get back to you. Who here has heard that working on a car? That pretty much says, forget it and go get yourself something else. I don't know how that comes off. Well, I hope it comes with a new one. If not, it's gonna suck all the rust up out and burn the next pump up. Yeah, I definitely hope it comes with a new one. I think I pulled that out of the way. Sorry, Josh will edit it. Make fun of me when he does. Well, there it is. And all in all, for how long it's sat, I have a feeling it sat for a very long time. I don't know how much of that you can see in there, but it's nasty. A little bit of gas I put in it just because it was empty. This tank is useless though, as far as if you were going to keep this car. Not planning on keeping the car. I just want to hear it run under its own power. And possibly somebody else will have to do a fuel tank. I think Fox Body guys mess with Fox Body Mustangs. I've got a Fox Body gas tank somewhere that's clean and good. Let's see if I can find it. If I can, it's the same. I might use it because it's not going back into Fox Body. So if I find it, I'll bring it here later next to it and see. I think it's different though, but I don't know until you lay it to it. This has got an extra shield of. It's got this front brace and a shield. Typically the Fox bodies just have that plastic shield right there. They don't have this thingamabob, which as you can see had rocks built up in it. I guess somebody towed it, maybe when I towed it, I don't know. But I don't know. The interior is destroyed. I mean, it's literally destroyed. I wouldn't want to ride around in this. Smells bad. And in turn, the whole shop smells bad. When I was cleaning out in the earlier video, there's a vine. That is actually, anybody who knows it, that's dead poison ivy vine. Well, we're hoping it's dead. I'm not itching yet. And all in all, like I said, these little 2.3s, pretty tough little engines. The early ones, back in the 70s in the Pintos and whatnot, they had cam oiling issues, but Ford corrected that. I think they went and looked at what Honda was doing. It's a joke. All four guys be all right. And I'm not sure. Maybe some merkur guys can tell me. The transmission, it's not a T5. It lists, somebody said it was a T5. I don't think it is. It doesn't look like one. Well, I'm going to get a tag off of it once I get it